possession of 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And they'll set a shot in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Here we go.
On 2nd and inches. Garoppolo got his man complete over the middle. That's countered. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw once more. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On the double.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 yards there. That'll bring up second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second and 12, Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Short cross was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's incomplete because the second part of that is, if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit. And move the chain of command.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Shotgun now for Lance. Under pressure, they got him again. Fakes to the safety. Lance is in safe. Slowly comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history dream to repeat them. It's the same guy who's getting back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but second and 13 here. From the gun, it's Lance. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Safety blitz, to play first half. It's 14-0. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Here's Lance to throw it. Pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Back to Walker on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go. 1, Omaha.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now a play fake. Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the Niners stealing up here to 3rd and long. Here's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But
into a double team, that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given for returning, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And Lance throws the interception, his third. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gault. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throw it wide to Walker. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Wait. Let's go, let's get that touch.
Walker, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Once more, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here, back to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go. One, Omaha.
Oh, look at this play call. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Quez Watkins, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers carries on the penalty. And it's now 21. Team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give, running right, Etienne. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties and the tackles, especially closer to the line, which means trying to come up. In this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
65.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly all around. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on them and score a touchdown.
Extra point on the 3rd and Williams. That's the score, 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The opening play, the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Lance. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Lance now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Lance. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be the defensive is a second phase. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Hey, close field.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way.
And now here's another interception. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And Walker has it. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Running the slant, Gray with it. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He completes this to Walker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here we go. I got this. Hey, John. 13.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Lance. The tight end Kettle has it on the left side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tariq Woolen in on the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. Bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with the 11.
Specifically this running game, they have to find a way to turn the page because they've not really running effectively this far, and it's cost them.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go, set.
Desperation time here. Lance. And my goodness, another interception. It's Bubba Bolden who puts it. Well, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this one is incomplete. Well, one team clearly was in control from the start in this one, Charles. They had things humming on the offensive end, a few passing touchdowns, and their secondary on defense really helped to put you a shutout.
Yeah, they certainly did, Brandon, and let's face it, it may be cliche, but that secondary, they brought their no-fly zone signs to this one, didn't they? Shut down everything in the airways, and conversely, their own offense had its way through the air. They made sure their passing game was humming.
So for the Seahawks, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And now they'll have a